That.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get back to this story. Have you noticed people like Kim Kardashian, they have outrageous birthdays for a kid who'll never remember it, their very first birthday, right?
So remember the Kidchella themed party that Kim Kardashian threw for Baby North? Well, she even had a Ferris wheel.
Yep.
Well, one team says you can have the fabulous party, though, without all that big budget. So Jen is showing us how it's done.
This thing probably costs $500,000, Jen. We can't afford that.
We can't afford that, but you can afford this if you meet the Wydell team. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Okay, so I love what you've done. We were going to ooh and ah. This is basically, you know, a mock setup of a first birthday party for little Hudson Vance, and we talked about it off camera. The first birthday party isn't really about the little guy or girl. It's more about mom, right?
Mom, exactly, and the mom's friends.
Okay, so let's talk about what you guys have here. Let's begin over there with the little boxes. Instead of doing cake pops, you
Which
did.
are usually way more expensive at like $3.50 a pop, no pun intended.
Yeah.
We chose donuts because you know what? You can get donuts anywhere. Dunkin' Donuts, you can get them made from a bake shop. You can get them anywhere, and they're cheap, they're inexpensive. And you know what? Kids love them and they go.
Did the little stars come on the little sticks?
No, we actually glue them together.
Okay, and then the little fake straw, that's actually shredded paper?
Yes, it's sprayed with like furnishing stuff.
And you said you can get a bag of that.
At AC Moore, Michaels, any of those places.
Okay, I love that. And then those little like clicky lights, those are actually the battery powered lights, and those are the candle things from your upstairs, right?
Right, we basically took them from our dining room.
Okay.
And we used it for the party. I mean, you really need to like look into your house and decide what you could use and what you can't.
And
you
think
know,
outside the box.
Yeah.
Sure.
So speaking of thinking outside the box, I love that you used, I think we all have one of these things. Someone gave it to us for our wedding, or maybe we use it every once in a while, but you really turned that in to like part of the style of the party, right?
Exactly. And basically we got that for $12 at Home Goods.
Okay.
And we use it all the time for several different things, whether it's a candy dish or we could put flowers in it and use it as a base, whatever.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
Milk and cookies, baby.
Yeah!
I love how you did that.
What kid doesn't like milk and cookies? Slash, what adult doesn't like milk and cookies?
And I also like that you kind of kept it like gender neutral using the flowers. You said hydrangea can really like fill up the vase.
Exactly, and it
big
costs,
filler.
it's like $2.50 a stem. It's super cheap and it fills it up the vase.
And it also has that rustic look as well.
Yeah.
Speaking of rustic, that signy thing is on a pallet thing, right?
Right, pallet board.
Okay.
Yep,
We found that on the street actually yesterday morning.
I love that. And this is one of the other amazing creative things that you guys did. Mike, my photographer, and I, we were trying to figure out what that is because it looks like something out of Martha Stewart Living.
Exactly. It looks like crepes. We kind of simulated it to look like crepes because crepes, you know, it's kind of like a fun thing for adults. But why do crepes when you could do pancakes? You could do pancake mix. You find it anywhere for $1.50 a box. And you know, every kid loves pancakes. You can pair it up with berries, whipped cream, maple syrup, different types of syrups for adults and whipped cream for children.
And the thing, you wrote on that with chalk paint?
Yes.
Okay.
We actually stenciled it out. We printed out some stencils and filled it in with chalk paint.
Okay. The last tip that you guys had to make it look kind of fancy and not so homemadey is to do, like, you basically did the thank you from the stamps, right?
The stamps you can use all the time, whether it's for Christmas, whether it's for thank you cards. I mean, honestly, they last forever. And the stamp pad as well. And we're looking at $7
It
here.
also saves you time.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
Oh, yeah. If you just want to stamp the thank you, and then even if the kid wants
Send
to
it out. And it
It's
actually
really,
is,
really
it's a huge, it's a big
And then they can
statement.
put their candy in those as well to take home with them.
Oh, for the goodie bags.
Yeah.
You guys are ridiculous.
Totally candy.
All of this stuff is then stuff that you can then take up to the children's room and so it's stuff that you can move up and down, right?
Especially the marquee signs. I mean, obviously, what kid would not love that when they get older? It makes the room pop and adds a little character.
I love it. All right, good. Okay, well, we're sticking around because coming up, guys, this is the next idea that they have, and I think it's amazing, by the way. What if you have two kids that need to share one room? They're going to do some decorating, and this was my torture, by the way, growing up.
You're
I'm a twin
twin.
with a boy. We shared a room.
Yikes.
We not only were roommates,
too.
we were roommates. Wow.
Me too. I have a boy twin,
stinks.
Christopher.
Hey, Jen,
So we're
where
gonna go
are
upstairs
you?
and check it out.
I like
Yes.
these two women.
Okay, I am in basically Northern Liberties. Is that where we are? You might remember her, can I say? Sure. She's a former ballerina, and Barrett was Miss Twinkle Toes.
Sexy single.
And she was a sexy single. I forgot about that. So
Sexy
yeah,
single.
you probably remember her. But this house is amazing. Barrett did. I mean,
It's
she's
a house?
got it going on.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, come
I
here.
didn't realize
Can I
it
show
was
them your
a
house?
Yeah, it's a little messy.
All right, come upstairs. Check this out.
Oh,
This is
looks
where you should be
cool.
living, Mike Jarrett. Hi.
This is a
thing-
nice
And I don't want to
place.
tell you where she
Wow.
lives
This business is
because you're
doing well.
creepy.